Hello Lovebugs, it's me Loverrlee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very fun special build for you. It is a day late, you may say, because today is February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. But this build is a Valentine's build that I built on stream on twitch.tv/Loverrlee. And yeah, we built this yesterday. We had a lot of fun over there on my channel. So again, if you do not know that I stream, if you haven't followed me yet, go over to twitch.tv/Loverrlee and follow me there, and you'll get notifications of when I go live. But yeah, basically, I had this idea that I wanted to make this fun little heart-shaped building, and I wanted it to be a woohoo shop. So yeah, something romantic and, you know, a little sexy for Valentine's Day. I end up going with this like pink, very pink tile. It's very pink on the outside. It's very girly. And you know, it fits my channel theme very well, because if you guys couldn't tell already, that's pretty much my theme, is a Valentine's Day pink heart theme. I am named Loverrlee after all, so I just figure it goes, right? But yeah, basically, I don't know, I just had this idea, it came to me, and then I was chatting actually with my sisters, and they were like, yeah, go for it, do it. And I was a little hesitant. I was like, it's a woohoo shop. Oh no, I don't even know. Should I stream this? It's mature content, heavy air quotes, you know. It's like, oh, we're going to be discussing woohoo. But that's just me. Sometimes I'm a little I guess I might come off a little prudish, honestly, to some people, which is not my intention, but you know, I enjoy a good flirt. I enjoy flirting. Anyway, what am I talking about? I'm supposed to be talking about the build, right? So basically, figuring out the outside architecture, I knew I wanted these grand windows. That's, you know, the front of the heart as really nice big shop windows to just, you know, sort of display all this sexy lingerie. And I end up doing like a male side and a female side. Eventually, first I put in those like, I don't know why this is always seems to be my first instinct, is to want to make these indoor-outdoor spaces. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, here I'm doing the counter. So the checkout counter, I wanted to make it like really, again, really super cute and themed. So we end up making this little heart shape and shoving it in the corner, so it's like two hearts in one, a little heart within a heart, like heartception. And yeah, oh, obviously I didn't even mention, but gotta have the woohoo bushes out the front, you know, again, sticking very much on theme here. But yeah, it took a while to try to figure out the layout of this big open room, because I knew I wanted to use a lot of different items from the game. Oh, and yes, here is sadly the one sort of idea that we didn't actually stick with, which was, I said it looked like it kind of almost looked like a you know, a box of chocolates. And so I usually enjoy, like, oh gosh, I forgot to cut this little part out too, I apologize, but it goes again, I promise. There you go. But like, I thought it looked like a little box of chocolates, you know, and so I was like, oh, maybe we could do something. Someone suggested using like chairs or ottomans or something. I end up finding the clay and putting it up at the top, but then see, I end up deleting it because I'm just like, I don't know, it didn't look exactly right. And it's like, I could have put a bunch of little clay things up there, but I don't think it would read still a box of heart chocolates. Like, it didn't seem like people would understand what it was supposed to be. So I ended up not doing that. But again, you know, if you really want it to be a box of chocolates, I mean, by all means, blow up a bunch of those clays and, you know, go for it. Like, make it into a box of chocolates if you'd like. but I just thought it was cute on its own as just a regular little pink heart shop. And again, WooHoo, you know, the classic WooHoo heart is actually purple. So, and it was fun because like I said, I streamed this whole thing, so I dressed up all in hearts, and like I was wearing purple shirt and pink, you know, I had like a bunch of, I did my makeup with like heart lips, and if you guys don't know how to do heart lips, it's like, it's just doing like the tiny, like it's like making almost like a V on the bottom lip, and then just doing your little, the two mounds, I don't know what you call these things, on your lips, but I think you guys know what I mean. Anyway, making a little heart on my lips, and then like little heart things with my eyeliner on either side of my eyes, and then even my cheeks, you probably couldn't tell, but on my cheeks I even had little, I did my blush in heart shapes. So I got really into the theming of this yesterday. Oh, and I was wearing heart-shaped earrings, of course. and like a bunch of heart rings. Anyway, oh, I did my nails as hearts too. I really got into this heart theme. But anyway, here we are downstairs. We've decided to add this like basement level to make it even more, you know, sexy, and be like, okay, let's make all the WooHoo locations. Let's just sell all the items of WooHoo, like that you can WooHoo in, you know? So one of my viewers in the chat was nice enough to look up all the different WooHoo locations for me, and surprisingly there are a lot. Like obviously I remembered the WooHoo bush because that's a classic, right? So we put the WooHoo bushes out front, but it's actually, it turns out like there's so many. There's, you know, the sauna, there's the hot tub, there's the tent, as well as these new sleep pods from Get Famous, I believe those came with. Yes. As well as, you know, obviously classic bed. Oh, also the coffin and the vault, as well as I put outside, you saw, we end up putting out there the rocket ship and the observatory. Now the rocket ship isn't built because unfortunately you cannot buy the rocket ship pre-built. Like even in Lovebugs you just can't do that. So the rocket ship isn't built. You guys will have to do a little bit of pre-building. I mean, I suppose I could have tried to look up on the gallery just like a pre-built. I should have done that. Oh well. Sorry, you guys I'm sure can look it up then. Someone's built it. I mean, even I've built it, but I built it on, like, I've already done this the hard way for like my very first video I've ever, like my first Sims 4 video I should say. My very first Sims 4 speed build I ever did on this channel was when I built the Cosmic Creamery, and on top of that, it's like it was a space themed, you know, ice cream parlor. I put a rocket ship, a functioning rocket ship on the very top of it. However, I forgot. I just forgot that you could just look it up pre-made. But anyway, I just put a rocket ship out there. And so yeah, that's the one thing that if I felt like I had any more time I would have done. But by the end of this, like I was planning to actually get this video out yesterday, so it would actually say, you know, timestamp, you know, published on February 14th, because I did do a survey on Twitter and asked you guys what did you want to see, you know, for my 2-year anniversary of uploading to YouTube consistently. So, and that's like a loose thing, but basically, for those of you guys don't know my YouTube history on this channel, I started this channel like way long ago just to use as watching videos, and then I started uploading my very first video for Sims 3 back when it was like, oh man, what was the last Sims 3 pack? It was like Isla Paradiso. I started uploading, like I started doing a little LP for that in Sims 3 days. It was so long ago. But basically, I only did it for like, you know, 3 months because I was actually just doing it for a summer while I was, you know, waiting to go back to school, because it was between when I you know, graduated community college and I was transferring to a university, but I didn't realize that the semesters were changing. So like, instead of a semester, it became a quarter, which meant that I had a very long summer that I didn't really make any other plans. So that's why I started this YouTube channel, just so you guys know. But then I kind of let it, you know, die for a couple of years to finish, you know, going to university. And then I started it back up 2 years ago on Valentine's Day with a fun little video about my cast. So yeah, like basically that's the little history of my channel in a nutshell, if you wanted to know, if you cared to know that. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm just putting like a bunch of things down here, and I'm also pulling out some items that I knew I wanted to you know, include in the shop. Mostly a lot of things like candles, lotions, you know, some sexy products. So we end up doing this a fun little display of lotion bottles and tissues for fun. Also, I was on the fence about wanting to include these awesome you know, new shelves that came with Get Famous. I really love them, and they work so well for a retail lot. Like, even though you can't actually buy anything from them, I just figured they look like really nice displays, and you know, it's sort of what we kind of were missing, honestly, from Get to Work, yeah, where retail lots came from. Like, I really love these displays, so I'm really happy with them. We end up changing them to white just for a little variety. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but a little variety. But I don't know, I kind of almost like them better, you know, as pink. But yeah, again, it's one of those things that they're little details that if you wanted to download and put this in your game and you decide, hey, instead of white and gold, I want them to be pink and gold again, you can do it, because that's the beauty of The Sims. You can go in and change all the color swatches to your heart's desire. You can change whatever you'd like about a build, you know? Never think that when you put down a build, you have to keep it the way, you know, someone originally built it. Like, you can always make little tweaks to it to suit your needs, you know? But anyway, that's just how I figure it. And I give you guys all full 100%, you know, free reign with my builds, and just so you can use them however you want. I'd appreciate if you don't re-upload, but you know, that's your prerogative as well. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, yeah, so this process of making retail shops is the most tedious part, aside from actually going in and making, you know, making everything set for sale, is figuring out all these little products and the color swatches and where to place them. But yeah, basically I don't subject you guys to any of the other little parts that made this build, because I did actually have to take my sim self into this retail shop. I had her purchase it, and then I had to have her set each individual item for sale separately. Like, I have to click on each item specifically in the game and tell the game, like, yes, I want this, I don't want this. Now, the one thing that wouldn't set for sale, which I was surprised about, was those presents down there. So those presents actually are fully functional presents. Do with that as you wish. But your Sims can't actually buy them, they can just open them. So that's it. That's a fun little thing, I guess. I just figured it made it look cute. Now, if you're probably wondering, what are you doing here? Basically, I wanted to have a section, and again, this was another great, amazing suggestion from my chat. One of my sisters actually suggested this while we were Skyping a couple days ago and discussing whether or not I should even build this YOOHOO shop. And they said that I should include like a bachelor or bachelorette kind of party section, and I thought that was brilliant. So yes, that's what I'm doing here. Now, of course, we don't have any of these real products, and it was suggested to me that I could download CC to have like, you know, real WooHoo items, if you know what I mean. If you've ever been to an IRL WooHoo shop, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just figured that I wanted to do this I wanted to see if I could try to do this without CC. So that's why I don't have any sort of CC in this build. Of course, I do have every single pack and expansion pack and stuff pack and you know, what do they call it? Game pack. I have all the packs right now from Sims 4. So obviously I have a lot to choose from, and I was able to fill up this retail shop and make it look, you know, somewhat like the things that you would maybe see in a WooHoo shop, potentially, hopefully. I'll let you be the judge of that. You can let me know for sure in the comments. I'm always happy to hear what you think of, you know, my build, and I'm always happy to, you know, take suggestions, even though I can't obviously incorporate it now. Like it's up on the gallery right now. You guys can go download it under hashtag Loverrlee or the EA ID The Last Love Bites. However, I always am happy to hear suggestions or things that you guys would have done, because I feel like it does help me in some way to know, like, oh yeah, I feel like it's helpful for, like, you know, the future when I build other things. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I just like hearing your guys' ideas as well. But anyway, so I have these little mannequins in the center there. I decided I just didn't like having the mannequins downstairs, even though, you know, it was because I was trying to decide what like color I wanted to make the mannequins, because there's like 3 different colors. There's not actually a hot pink mannequin, which is almost it's a little annoying actually, because I wanted like a hot pink, you know, kind of like my Loverrlee color is this really hot pink color. What do they call it? Like a fuchsia, I think is the word. Anyway, the kind of like that color that's lit up on the stairs there, like hot pink, bright pink. But they do have this light pink, so we end up going with light pink mannequins in this build. However, I was on the fence about the pink or potentially black. So yeah, again, that's why I have like black and purple mannequins downstairs that we'd end up not using. And we could have gone white mannequin too, but I just felt like that was too kind of almost plain. I wanted something that would, you know, allude to like flirtiness, right? So that's why we go with pink. Again, like I just said, if there's anything color-wise that you feel like you should change, go for it, you know? So, because yeah, I feel like the shop honestly could have worked with either pink mannequins or black mannequins, you know, whichever. But yeah, oh my gosh, so this build took forever. No, just kidding. I've definitely built builds that took longer than this, but it's just so tedious to like go through and have to like set each item for sale and then go through and like change the, you know, change all the clothes on the mannequins. And again, that's why I cut all of that out, so you guys don't have to watch that. You'll just see obviously in the screenshots what I end up dressing the mannequins as. Now we're getting to the end here, just putting on some final details of like nice window treatments, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, here we are at the screenshots. So I just think it's just a cute little shop. It's a fun thing to place in your lot. Now, in your game, I mean, now it's on a 30 by 20 lot, I believe, 20 by 30. We did choose a smaller one just so that it could fit in more places. You know, I think that's like the most common lot size, honestly. But yeah, here are those 2 window displays on either side. Gotta love those heart boxers. And here is what you see right as you walk in. You're greeted with a sale on candles. You can see all those sale on the black bathrobes back there, which is why both mannequins are wearing robes right now, because they're sale items. And as you can see way back there, there's got the tissue and lotion display. Now these little orange things, they kind of remind me of box of chocolates. Obviously we don't have box of chocolates in the game, but we did just get a nice little, you know, gift box in the latest lunar update. So, and then again, there's the party, the bachelor pad, like party section. I love that part. Yeah, and then just a bunch of pretty lotions, creams, all kinds of, you know, things. And yeah, that's what the little display looks like. Now this is going downstairs. No, we do have one bathroom. I used all Get Famous items in the bathroom here. And then this is just like the WooHoo, you know, display room, let's say. And I did set all those items for sale as well. No, I did not set them for sale. You can set them for sale, but I didn't, specifically so that if your sim wants to come down here and WooHoo, you know, no one's stopping them. So but yeah, also I love those rose petals on the ground. I think it just ties it all together. Again, didn't set the rose petals for sale, didn't really know how I could display them properly, but I'll let you decide if you want to set those for sale as well. And then this is just the back garden with a bunch of romantic garden items that I also set for sale. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Valentine's Day themed build. If you want, you can download this on the gallery under #Loverrlee or the EAID, The Last Love Bites. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day.